What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at some more of my Mego action figure collection. And the ones that we're looking at today are from the Music Icon series. They didn't do a ton of these. They obviously did the four members of Kiss. They did two versions of Jimi Hendrix, two versions of Elvis Presley, which I don't have in my collection. And then they did this most recent one, which is Alice Cooper. So this one came out very recently. And it's been a long time since they produced any music icons, so I'm glad that they actually produced this one. And as soon as they announced it, I definitely wanted to pick this up. So this one's brand new, and then these ones are older. So we will be looking at, obviously, Alice and these two versions of Jimi Hendrix. Again, I don't have the Elvis's, but I did review the Kiss action figures. That's all in one video that you can find here on my channel. I'll put a link in the description to that video if you want to check it out. So let's take a look at the packages first. So we have Alice Cooper. This is obviously the most recent one, and you can see a picture of him on the front of the package. And I think they did a really fantastic job with the head sculpt and everything. I will be getting this out of the package later on in the video, so I'll take a look at all these out of the package later on, so we can get a better look at the detail. On the back of the package, you can see a picture of Alice Cooper, obviously, and then the write-up is here on Marty Abrams. And no credit given to the various contributors on this one. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. Most of the action figures put out by Mego actually have the credits given to the contributors, but this one obviously does not. But overall, packaging looks cool, very much in keeping with the rest of Mego action figures. And this version of Jimi Hendrix, I picked up from ZLC Collectibles. They had this in their damaged packaging section, so I was able to get this at a reduced price, and I think it looks really cool. This is in his Miami Music Festival outfit they did for that concert, and has his Fender guitar as well, so that's really cool. And on the back of the package you can see Jimi at that performance, and then down here, this is back when they were doing the trivia questions, so you can see that there. And there's the write-up on Marty Abrams. And here, this one does have the credit given to the various contributors. So very cool overall. And last but not least, this is the original Target exclusive version of Jimi Hendrix. And I've had this out of the package. You can see it's torn on one side. So I've had this out of the package before, but I want to show you what the packaging actually looks like. So when Mego was exclusive to Target, they had this sort of universal style packaging. Sort of had these stripes across the back, and also pictures in circles like this on the front of the package. And on the back of the package, you typically got a much larger picture of whoever the character was, whoever the person was here on the back. They had the collect them all. Trivia questions were here, obviously, too. And the write-up is here on Marty Abrams, and credit given to various contributors. So, yeah, this was the old school thing. So I believe this one came out way back in 2018 when Mego made their comeback. So I was very excited to pick this up. So let's go ahead and get all of these out of the package so we can take a look at the details up close. Okay, so we got all these figures out of the package now, and we'll start over here with Alice Cooper. And this figure looks really great in terms of the head sculpt and everything. And I like the handling of the outfit as well. You can see he's got like a little bit of, looks like blood splatter on it. Very cool looking. And they did the shiny part similar to the way they did it on the Kiss action figures as well. He's got sort of like the standard superhero boots, and these pants are done in like sort of like a pleather kind of material. So looks really cool overall. You can see the tails on the back of his jacket as well, so that looks pretty interesting. And he comes with one accessory, which is this hat. Now the hat does not fit very snugly on the head of the figure, so it's just sort of sets on there. I'm a little disappointed that that doesn't sort of more adhere to the head of the figure, but it is what it is. It still looks cool as an accessory. It just does not fit on there very securely. So overall, it looks pretty cool. And this does feature the newer body style. This is the same as the 50th anniversary ones, which does include one flaw in the articulation. The knees do not bend back farther than about that angle. So they're still working on that issue. From what I understand, future releases will include knees that articulate better than this. But it does have 26 points of articulation, including side-to-side motion at the elbows. So that's very cool. So definitely an upgrade in terms of certain aspects of the articulation versus these two figures, which have the 2018 style banded body. This body is a bandless style, so all the joints are held together with plastic joints. So there's no more elastic bands inside to sort of degrade and fall apart. So chances are this figure will probably hold up a little bit better than some of the older figures. So overall looks great. I do like Alice Cooper a lot. I think he's got a lot of style and very cool kind of icon from the history of music. So great to have Alice in my collection. So in terms of the two versions of Jimi, I did have to straighten out the neck of the guitar on these because you might have noticed when I had them in the package, the neck of the guitar was bent on both these. So how you do that is you just dip the neck of the guitar into boiled water. That heats up the plastic enough so you can bend it back into a straightened position. So, which I did that on both these, so they now look more correct. And as you can see, Jimi can hold the guitar in his hand. And this is the more accurate version. You can see the Fender label here on the guitar, so definitely more accurate than that version. I don't know exactly what goes on with that particular guitar, whether or not that is reminiscent of one that Jimi Hendrix actually played. I'm not too sure, but overall I like this version a lot better. This is definitely that iconic guitar that he often played, and you can see all the detail on his outfit as well. So you can see there's some tassels coming down here, some elaborate decoration here on this belt. The pants are done almost like in a sort of velour material, sort of shiny, kind of maroon color. He's got the standard Mego moccasins and the sort of ruffles on his shirt as well. So looks really cool. He also has a hat, and this head sculpt is the same as the other one. So there is an indentation here, which was meant for the headband, but obviously this one does not include the headband. But because the hat comes with it, it sort of covers up that particular detail. But overall, it looks really cool, and I'm a big fan of Jimi Hendrix. I just think he's one of the most talented guitar players in the history of music. So really fantastic. And last but not least, we have this version of Jimi, which is in his sort of Woodstock outfit. And you can see lots and lots of tassels on his shirt. And he comes with sort of like a blue velour kind of pants. Got a few little details, dots and stuff here on the side of the pants. And he has these sort of brown moccasins. And again, this guitar, I don't know how accurate it is for Jimi Hendrix, whether or not he actually had a guitar that looked like this. But it's sufficient. At least they gave him a guitar. It would have been a tragedy if they had done a version of Jimi Hendrix and not packed in a guitar as an accessory. So I'm glad they did that, even though it does not appear to be as accurate as the other version. So, and as you can see, he's got the headband in place. And I know they did another version of Jimi Hendrix, another version of this particular figure that has like flocked hair and slightly different colored pants. I don't have that one in my collection, but I may pick it up at some point. It's not different enough from this to actually justify my going out of way to pick it up. But overall, very glad that they did several versions of Jimi Hendrix. And once again, he is a very memorable figure in the history of music, and really glad that he got his own action figures. So that's very cool. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Mego action figures in the future, think about subscribing to my channel, because I will be covering more of this kind of material in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.